What's going on, YouTube? My name is Jonathan. I'm the owner operator of EJ Property Solutions. I'm here to present you 5 tips for starting a lawn care business in 2023. Tip number 1, don't be cheap. I see a lot of new guys make this mistake. They get the cheapest truck, the cheapest equipment. Sometimes they don't even get a truck. They get a car, put a tow hitch on it. They get a very small utility trailer, get a push mower back there, just all residential equipment. Plan out your business right. Get yourself a truck that's professional and presentable. Get yourself mowers and equipment that are going to work when you need them to work. You work hard, those machines are going to work hard too. You need them to work. And then your trailer too. You don't want to pull up with a beat up trailer. Um, if you want customers to take you seriously, you need to try and take yourself seriously. And as a business owner, you now have to keep margins in mind. With that being said, you have to price your services appropriately. And it's significantly easier to sell a service at an appropriate price when you you operate as a business and not a guy in a rinky-dink truck or car. They're not gonna take you serious. And when you tell them, a competitive price, they're gonna be like, no, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time making sales. Tip number 2: do not offer per cut services. Don't do this. Okay, I see a lot of newbies make this mistake. Um, when you offer per cut services, you really do work harder for less money. You pull up to a property, and oftentimes, if you leave it up to the customer to decide when they want a service, they're gonna call you in the last minute. The property's gonna be overgrown. Um, Weeds are gonna be overgrown. Hedges are gonna be overgrown, and you're gonna be doing mini cleanouts every time you show up, and you're gonna charge them what? I see a lot of people out there charging $25 and below this per cut. So yeah, call me when you need. No, what you do want to do instead is offer monthly service, in which you come weekly. I mean, I'm here in the sunshine state of Florida during the growing season between April 1st until October 31st. I come every week. Every week I come, I mow, I edge, I line trim, and blow. That happens every time. And you need to break this down to your clients that um, just kind of set the expectations and let them know what you are charging them to do. And I would always recommend do a complete package service so that when you leave these properties, they look good. And, you can start setting a name for your business and your reputation and start growing that way. Tip number 3: when you issue the bills, issue them with a 15-day due date. Okay. You don't want to give them a 30 days to pay your bill. What ends up happening when you do this is customers will wait till the last day, or they might be 3, 4, 5 days late. Next thing you know, you got another bill overlapping in bills. Then they all of a sudden pay the bill, the newer bill, and not the older bill. And then when you call them to kind of get the bill sorted out, they say, hey, I already paid you. And then it's a whole, I've had this happen multiple times. It's a whole debacle. And oftentimes you end up just taking an L and say, all right, let's try to pay earlier so we don't run into this issue and you work for free. Okay. Another thing too, you're going to get paid. A lot of customers are going to pay on the first 3 days, and you're going to get like a big, check. And then you'll have a lot of customers pay on the last day. And with it, the payment structure being like this, it would be almost like you were getting paid bi-weekly, like if you were a W-2 employee. That's So important. It was a game changer when I first started implementing this, because when I first started my company, I was doing a 30-day net. And you really don't feel like you're getting paid. You're not seeing your money. Your money is just tied up. You're just constantly chasing customers down throughout the month, and you're getting little speckles here and there. Where if you leave a 15-day, you're going to get a big chunk in the beginning, a big chunk in the end. So tip number 4: don't bother with hagglers. Right off the bat, you learn this during your journey as an entrepreneur, as trying to sell your services. You'll kind of get a feel for people when they're not worth your time. A lot of people will try to haggle you, and honestly, anyone who tries to haggle you when you present yourself, you know what you're doing, you're giving competitive prices. A lot of times they'll, that's too much, or is that the best price you can do? 9 times out of 10, these people are going to demand the lowest prices, and if you budge and you give them the lowest price, they are going to expect the most. They're going to have the highest unreasonable expectations of you, and ultimately they're going to drop you for someone who's $5 cheaper. It's the way it is. It's the way it's always been. Don't budge on your prices. Tip number 5: route density is key. What do I mean by this? You typically want all your accounts in the residential lawn care to be within a 5-mile circumference. You want clusters of accounts, 3, 4 here, 10 there in a row, 5 around the corner, 10 around the corner from there. That is ideally how you want to structure your route. When your route is spread out across the city, whatever city you're conducting business in, you waste so much time running in between these accounts. And if you grow to the point where you have an employee, they're on the clock, sitting on your passenger seat, not making money, it doesn't work. You wanna get in and out and get out. This business is all about how fast you can get the service done right, and that's how you ultimately be able to scale and prosper in this business. I hope this video helped. Once again, my name is Jonathan, and until next time.